So beside me is an Audi A6 Avant. It's a 40 TDI S-Line Quattro S-Tronic. So in straightforward terms, that's a 2-litre diesel, 4-wheel drive estate car. Now, in my opinion, and you might disagree, I don't see many high-end premium cars, your BMWs, your Mercedes, in the estate anymore. The A6, in my opinion, has the market pretty boxed off if you're looking for a good-looking, fuel economy, or practical vehicle. So this is a 2-litre diesel, 200 brake horsepower, you get good fuel returns on it. And this particular one, if you are looking for them, this is what Audi will have called a launch car. So when they did a facelift back into 23, this was registered in November 23, it's done 7,000 miles. They made some slight tweaks to it. The spec on the interior I'll touch on. So you might have noticed if you're eagle-eyed, but this grille has been widened. It's also had chrome added to it. You've also got the different bumpers to the front as well. The light and shape has also changed slightly. The colour is Daytona Grey, and I'm going to be honest again, traditionally, I prefer a car that's been D-chrome, so it would be a black edition, but I think in this car, with the extra chrome to the grille, and also with it being Daytona, I think it works quite well, a very classy combination. The S-Line wheels, you've got multi-spoke, so dark shadow edge, chrome turn, and again, they've been kept in very good condition, as you'd expect. So the car was 12 months old this month, November, and it's only done 7,000 miles, so you've still got manufacturer's warranty well into 2026. In the rear, you have lots of width, so the benefit of that is you have plenty of space, especially if you're rear passengers. And usually if you get in an estate, there'll be a reason for buying it. You'll be going on staycations in the UK, you'll be going airport runs, you'll have a family that involves hobbies of having space in the back. 2 ISOFIX points on the rear seats if you have smaller children. Now the first thing I'm going to show you, which is part of the launch spec on this car has a Bang & Olufsen sound system, but doesn't have a comfort and sound pack. So if you're looking at this compared to standard S-Lines, this will have more spec on than a standard S-Line because of what it is. It's also got some more features when we get to the front as well. It's got 360 camera, which I'll show you on the front screen, but you'll notice it to the back. Huge boot space, one of the biggest in its class. So plenty of space in there for the things I've already mentioned. Luggage, shopping, whatever it might be, kids stuff, prams, pushchairs, whatever it is that you want to put in there. It'll do it very easily. You can even put those seats down again if you've got something a little bit more oddball that you want to put in the back of it. Nice shape, nice wheel, nice style, because what you don't want to do is having to buy a practical vehicle that you find quite boring to look at. If you're going to spend this amount of money, you want to look out the window and at least be excited by it, which I think the S-Line is a very good looking car. To the front, you've got this nice finish as well. So this was new. Previously would have been a different material, but that looks higher grade again. It's like an aluminium type finish. Electric memory setting seats, which you have in the front. The benefit of those in my situation would be if this is going to be your main family car, and there's a bit of a height difference between you and the other driver, you're not fighting over who's moved the seat in the wrong position last time you drove it. The seats are half leather, half Alcantara, which Audi go by. Benefit to that is when it's cold, you're not sat on cold leather, and obviously when you heat it, it heats up pretty quick as well, which is a bonus. Another option, which would have, I don't even think you'd have got this in a comfort and sound pack, you'd have had to go with Tech Pack Pro, is heads-up display with traffic sign recognition. A great, great tool if you are the sort of person who does motorway driving. That comes in really handy. Cruise control, your huge virtual cockpit, which a lot of Audis have now, but it's dead straightforward to use. Literally controls everything from navigation, telephone, media, any details with low fuel, washer fluid, stuff like that. So as far as the driver is concerned, this left-hand side of the steering wheel controls everything. S-Tronic gearbox, in my opinion, I am an Audi fan, I've said it since the beginning. It's a very, very smooth gearbox, similar to a DSG on a VW and whatnot. So very smooth, but also very fuel efficient, which is what you're going to be after, especially this day and age. Dual screens, so another feature that I like, specifically with the Audis. Obviously years ago, you remember it came out from the dash, it was a bit old school, but this dual screen, you've got a top tablet here which controls pretty much everything. Navigation, media, car settings. One thing it does control, which is an option on this one, always come with this car, is the ambient lighting pack. Again, that would have to be part of a pack, but it's standard on this particular one. I'll pop it in reverse, the 360 camera I mentioned earlier. You've got an aerial view, rear view, and then if you pop it in 3D, you can even see the car. So if you're, I don't know, you're in a hospital car park with those awkward bollards, stuff like that, you're not going to bump into any of them. Underneath the armrest, you have a phone box. In summary, what that does basically uses the car signal to boost your phone signal. So instead of it dipping in and out on your drives to and from work, you can contain a good signal. There's loads more drive assistance systems in this. You've got all sorts. You can even got drive select, which affects things like your throttle response. It also changes the gearbox ratio, stuff like that. All very technical, but makes the driving a lot more interactive. and very straightforward to use. Pre-sense is a good one as well, specifically if you are going to be carrying children and family members. You want to know that they're going to be safe and looked after. So you've got huge amount of extended warranty. Quite rare in the spec that it's got with your heads-up display, your B&O, your ambient lighting pack and stuff like that. It looks great in the colour it's in, low miles, and it's significantly cheaper than what it was new. So if you're looking for a good buy that's practical, stylish, and has good performance, this will definitely do that. Not forgetting, this is a 4-wheel drive, so a great car. If you're interested and you missed out on the black edition that I sold yesterday, please feel free to give me a call. My name's Paddy, my number's below. I'll answer any questions that you've got.